Station, Texas. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Texas A&M Aggies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with the Red Raiders head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Got it behind the line. It's Eakin. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. There's some room. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams can you can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does. I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running it about 50% of the time. And you just mentioned the two guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the rock.
Maybe an ill-advised throw there into the middle of the field, and it's knocked down and incomplete. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Handoff to Joyner. He came flying out from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's 4th down.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
This move just oozes confidence, going for it on 4th down from their own side of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's brought down, couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long.
Hey, kill it, kill it. 496, tsunami.
Quarterback may change this route. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggie. This is why they show up for Midnight Yell, and they are playing like they practiced.
And this place rocks as loud as anywhere in the country, and you want to get them going early. First drive of the game, scoring a touchdown, getting them jacked up.
And the extra point was good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Grab behind the line. It's Eakin. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Makes the catch. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
To the air, it's Hammond. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. Grabbed behind the line. It's Eakin. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Picked off. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Defenders have to know, I know you want to hit the quarterback, you have to pull up. They get hit with the roughing the passer, and it's a fresh set of downs for the offense. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers this space out in the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Jumped on top of the pile.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll run for it. It's Joyner. Makes a pass to Marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, on that fourth down, if they don't get it, the head coach is at the podium after the game with some explaining to do. That's not the situation. You're expecting them to run the football, but the gamble pays off.
To the air, it's Hammond. Fires left. Complete downfield. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up his first period with a huge gain. We reach the break, and Texas A&M leads it as we get a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll run it. It's Williams. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, third and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And the defense chooses aggressiveness. This fourth down and short, man, and they blitz, they bring some pressure, they get home. And here's what they did. They sped up that RPO decision. Quarterback threw it, I think, a little bit before he wanted to, force the incompletion, and get the big fourth down start.
Reed on the play action. Under fire. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Really great job in coverage by the defender on that play, swatting the ball away.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Now facing a third and long. Here's Reed to throw.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And there he goes. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The corners are walked up tight. Could be an out. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Here's Joyner. And he's in. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Got enough for the first. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 35, he's loose. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Aggie! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for room, it's Dickey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running to the left. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. They'll give it to Joyner. Might have a chance. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Throws for the tight end. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense? Scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They feed him again. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Gets rid of it. Right on the money. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Got his man to the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for 1 final play of the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up, but you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with Oregon, taking on the number 1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Ducks with a complete demolition of the defense. They went over 70 points today. Safe to say the offensive coordinator could be in line for some head coaching jobs after a showing like this. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On the run, it's Edwards. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Third and 6 yards to go. A designed run for the quarterback. Picks up the first down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
They'll move the tight end. Makes the grab. It's Craver. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. They're testing the right side here. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
The run inside. It's Morrow. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Texas A&M going up tempo. Sends it back in motion. Reed.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
To throw, it's Reed. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Caught. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Touchdown, Aggies! That one will give them the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 84 yards, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
The defense has their hands full of trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
On the ground, it's Dickey. Maybe a crease. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Fires to the big fella. At the 45, on his way. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign. But you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with the big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Looking to pass. It's Hammond. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.